champions, baby! Champions!
Who's the champion?
We're the champions. Folks. Welcome. This is the Brothers Wrestling Podcast. You know, this is the only wrestling podcast that is hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne, and my co-host, Mike Shepard.
Mike the Shoot Shepherd.
Forgot about that this time.
That's okay. Cameron Brother Osborne, my co-host.
I like that. Yeah. I'm a good brother. I'm a good brother.
He's a good brother. He's my brother, blood brother. Shoot brothers. But as you said right off the bat, champions.
Champions, folks. Toronto Raptors are world champions.
Best basketball team in the world, with the best player in the world, best city, best fans, best everything.
Best everything in the world.
So what did you do? You went out Thursday night amongst the crowds, the celebration?
Yeah, I was out Thursday night.
Were you out for the game, or did you go out after the game?
We were at a friend's place watching the game, close-ish to the subway line, and then as soon as we got the win, we all it was do a shot, get your shoes on, and hop on the subway. Hopped on the subway, got as south as we could, kinda.
Yeah.
And then just partied until 5. I got home at 5:30, I think.
Yeah. So you were right in the heart of things where all the big crowds were?
Yeah, we got down and started just walking east and west on King with no real direction of where to go. Just everyone's everywhere. Every couple
crowd.
Every couple blocks there would be just at every intersection would just be a new gathering of people. People have drums and
climbing on trucks and buses
revving their motorcycles and stuff. Okay, so we eventually make our way to Yonge and Dundas Square.
Yeah.
So the buses that you saw, on all the footage and stuff, those were planted there.
Yeah.
So the cops planted 4 buses in sort of the surrounding kind of few blocks away from Nathan Phillips Square, because the buses, I went inside of the bus.
Yeah.
And the rest of us, or the other guys went on top of the bus, but there was no windows in them. There were no lights.
They were it was like at the zoo. They throw out a carcass to the lions. Here, mess with this. So.
Exactly. Yeah, there were I'm pretty sure it didn't even say TTC anywhere on it. It was just people are gonna want to climb on a bus, so give them the fucking bus.
Yeah, and I mean, for the most part, it sounds like all the partying was well controlled. There's just a couple dented roofs here and there, but nothing too crazy, nothing
too crazy, right? People were, there was, of course, the dangerous people walking on top of, standing on top of scaffolding or pulling themselves up.
There's idiots, danger to themselves mostly, but.
Yeah, but, it was not in a destructive way.
People weren't
there was a couple,
looting, people weren't rioting. It was a lot different than the Vancouver incident from so long ago.
Well, because that was a loss.
I know that was a loss, but
obviously the streets had a lot of litter in them, right? Just because everyone had beers and a lot of Mickeys and
a lot of weed going around, a lot of pufferinos.
Yeah, a lot of I think we rolled down with 2 or 3 joints actually.
Yeah,
just to celebrate. Man, it was the celebration of the decade.
I was just watching at home, but I was having a hell of a time even over here. You heard they had fireworks, horns honking and shit.
Oh, the fireworks alone were insane. And the cops were they were just kind of standing there making sure everything is going
Tip
smooth,
top.
right? They're not there to they weren't there to stop the party or anything.
Yeah, they were just there to keep things in line, but what about did you attend any of the parade festivities? Or
and then attended the parade, right? You can't go out and celebrate on the party night and then not go to the parade. The parade is what you wanted, right? So
thankfully you get 3 days in between to recover a bit.
Thankfully,
get that Larry O.B. Bring him to town.
Larry O.B. So I'm sure you saw the footage of the parade, obviously. At 5 hours and 25 minutes is the longest professional sports parade in North American sports ever.
Yeah. Gasol, he was the MVP, man. He was just chugging full bottles of wine.
Gasol was the MVP.
Wasted.
So we waited at the corner of Queen and University. We were going to right along the parade route. We were where we wanted to be. Right. Waited for 4 or 5 hours. Matt and I, we had a bottle of water and we had snacks, and we're okay, we're good. We're good to go, right? Hat, sunscreen. We were prepped. So we were behind the barricade. But what happened was there wasn't enough security to tell people to not go on the streets.
Yeah. So there basically was no barricade.
So there basically was no barricade. But then there was a point when they did come and they had to push all those people back. Matt and I were already behind the barricade, so we were fine. But it was all the people directly beside. But so because of that, because we were right beside the barricade, exactly where they were supposed to go, like it was sick. They were like right there.
Spots.
We had the best fucking spots, and you know what? It was like a huge thing, you know. Yeah, we waited for Nick Nurse when we saw Sergio Scariolo, the assistant coach. That's my favorite photo. Matt has the longest arm, so he tried to take the photos. We didn't get many, right? It was more like we were there. That's what's fucking important.
Yeah, soak it up. But
when Sergio Scariolo came by, the assistant coach, and we're screaming at him. We're screaming like, Sergio! Sergio! And the photo that we did get, like, he's looking right at us.
Your little moment.
He's looking right at us, and he's waving right at us, and we're just, yeah!
In that moment in time, you were on the mind of a champion.
For a brief moment, yeah, and then the rest of it went by. You know, we saw Kawhi, Uncle Dennis. Leading the way was Kyle, just holding on to the trophy, which was really. I mean, he was holding on to that thing all.
Oh, he was, and he deserves it.
You know what, man? Like, oh my god, it's great. It's great. It's great. Kyle Lowry deserves so much. Yeah. You know, like
you could see the love when Steph Curry gave him that hug at the end. You could tell he's like, "Man, you earned this. You deserve this."
And he does.
Yeah.
More than yeah. No, it's fun. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, dude. It was crazy. World champions, and we were right there.
Yeah. Were you near anything when the trouble went down? That little shooting. Like,
no.
Did you see any people, or were you farther away from that?
No. Well, yeah. Not only was I further away from that, because that was like
that was like in the square. Pretty much.
That was like in the square, pretty much. Yeah. Not only was I far away from that, but as soon as the parade passed us, we left.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna wait. For
yeah. Well, there was no way you were getting into Nathan Phillips Square.
Yeah.
Because like it was already full. So. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think it was just there was no way to do it properly. There was
way too many people. I mean, they didn't plan it well enough.
No, and no. I think the thing is, honestly, the only way to plan it would be to close off the entire downtown core. Yeah, like that's kind of the only way. Like if you close off from Yonge Street to Bathurst and then fucking Bloor to Richmond and just have them zigzagging up and down. Like that's really the best way. But like that is the entire downtown core. It would be impossible.
City would be fucked for a day,
would be exactly. No, exactly. It would be impossible. And that's the thing. So because they just took that simple route because it was like, okay, everything else is open, but just not that route.
They're gonna either way.
So
they'll plan it for next year.
That's the thing, right? Just plan it for next year. But that's what Matt and I were wondering. Like you would think as soon as you make it to the finals, you have a couple people of the staff or some kind of PR team working on the parade route. You already have you've already made the fucking hats.
Yeah.
And the t-shirts so you can give them out immediately. You don't have your parade route figured out. It's like they won and they're like, shit. We gotta throw a parade. Oh my god. Okay, Lakeshore and then up York. I was like, I don't think that's gonna work. And they're like, yeah, just go Lakeshore. Just take Lakeshore. go north on University. We'll be fine.
What about Raptors Way? Where's that?
Where is that? Yeah, I saw that briefly.
He just pulled out the sign. Yeah, so it'd be funny if they renamed Blue Jays Way Raptors Way.
Yeah,
disrespect. Yeah, fucking Toronto Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, he's staying, right?
Kawhi Leonard's staying.
He's staying, at least for another year or two. He's having too much fun.
He's having too much fun.
That laugh at the end when he mocked himself, that was a perfect ending.
That is the moment. That's like a Toronto heritage moment in itself. The past 2.5 months have had a lot of Canadian heritage moments. Like Kawhi hitting the shot. Kyle's smile when they made the finals. And then, of course, the finals win. The laugh, Because like Kawhi doesn't have social media, which is Michael Cole's favorite word.
It's claw time.
Someone would have. It's claw time. Someone would have had to tell him what, like, hey man, this like someone would have had to show him the post at one point, right, or something.
Hey, remember that time you laughed? And he's like, no.
He's like, no. What are you talking about?
Love it.
There was a post that TSN made with that clip of him mocking his own laugh, and the caption was, it was like, the Kawhi bot has become self-aware. I was like, oh my god, yes, oh my god, he knows what's going on.
Without a doubt, he's right now currently like the favorite athlete in all of Canada. No doubt about it.
Oh yeah,
no doubt about it.
Well, I'm sure
his personality is amazing. I love him.
I'm sure. So of course he's a New Balance athlete.
Oh, he's single-handedly bringing that company fucking up to.
He's crashed their website twice.
Yeah.
The first time when they put up the T-shirt that says "Fun Guy," crashed the website, and then they put up the shirt that says "Borman gets paid."
Yeah, that was great. The fact that he even wears that is amazing. He's self-aware.
And guess what? Everybody wants a fucking Boardman Gets Paid shirt.
Yeah, and everyone wants New Balance shoes now. How many people would have cared about New Balance?
Well, I don't know about the New Balance shoes. Let's start with
if they come out with the Kawhi brand New Balance shoe.
Let's start with Boardman Gets Paid, and then we'll get there. But yeah,
I guarantee you, there's a whole generation of kids coming up that are gonna want to wear New Balance.
Oh, totally. Yeah, Boardman Gets Paid. Boardman Gets Titles. That's the new one too.
Just a bunch of claws.
Matt and I have ordered our own just from like the NBA store. We've gotten our like championship gear. So we got like a nice like from the NBA store. Got a nice trucker hat. We got the shirt. We got the shirts that they were wearing. No, we got the shirts that they were wearing that way that said like the Gotham. Or like I got the Gotham.
The black one with Gotham. And then there's a white one. Yeah, I want to get the black one, I think.
Check it out. No, there's some nice stuff up there. Of course, it's like $40, $50 for the shirt, but what kind of a price can you put
on? It's a lifetime like this, right? Championship. We'll never forget that.
But folks, I think the most exciting part about the parade was when I saw, and I kid you not, I saw assistant exec Jamal McGlure in the parade. Former NBA player, of course, former Toronto Raptor player, and then years later retired, and then came back as an exec. When he was coming down, he was standing on top. He wasn't in the full double decker bus. He was in like a kind of like a stretch limo with no roof.
Oh.
Kind of, right? But he was, there were still a lot of people. I guess, there was a lot of floats that were going past. And you know what he was holding up in his hand? And he's slapping it. Everyone's going for it. He's got the big gold belt, baby. That's right.
Yeah,
Eric,
I did notice that.
Vince fucking Russo's design himself the WCW championship. Because, folks, even you could talk as much as you want about Toronto Raptors or basketball, whatever you want. But no, it always comes back to professional wrestling. That's goddamn right. It's goddamn right, Mike. I think it's about time that we the off season. This is the off season of basketball.
It's officially the off season. The Stanley Cup's over. The NBA championship's over. We don't give a shit about baseball because Blue Jays are in the toilet.
And golf is who knows?
Golf's there. Yeah.
Golf's up in the air somewhere.
Maybe when we're in our mid-50s, we'll do some golf talk. But
golf talk.
Golf talk. There'll be lots of time. Like, this weekend.
You know what that means? Okay, I think it's time we get back to our wrestling programming for the week. Of course.
All right.
I think it's about time. Let's kick off with some news. I think from around the ring. Around the ring, around the ring, around the ring, around the ring. Okay, Mike, what do you got? What do you got for news going on this week? A couple little tidbits.
Yeah, a little tidbit here. The Lucha Bros defeated the Young Bucks to regain the AAA tag titles. So they kind of been trading back and forth a little bit there, but and it was also officially announced that AEW will debut their own tag team titles on. They're going to have a tournament when their television show comes out. So, yeah, maybe that's gets these AAA titles off the Young Bucks so they can be in contention for those down the line. So we'll see where that goes.
That's exciting. It's exciting that they only have the one belt until, and it's still like a little bit of time until they actually go to television with weekly programming. Yeah. So you don't need 17 belts right off the bat.
No, and this is the way NXT did it as well. Where first they just had the NXT title, and then they brought in the women's, and they brought in the tag, and they brought in the North American. So bit by bit, you don't need to overwhelm everyone at once. Exactly,
don't need to overwhelm everyone at once.
Yeah.
Hopping over into the WWE world, I'm sure you heard that this year the best WWE moment has been added to the ESPYs, which is pretty fun.
So there's a new category?
Yes.
I didn't hear about that, actually.
Best WWE moment. So I don't know how
SBs,
people vote for the SBs. But for the SBs, for this year's, whenever the hell it is, July 10th, it says, the nominees for this year are Roman Reigns returning to Raw after his battle with cancer. Mm-hmm. Becky Lynch winning both championships at WrestleMania. We got Kofi Kingston's win at WrestleMania. And Ronda Rousey's Raw Women's Championship victory at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That one,
I don't know. Yeah, how does this?
I felt like they just kind of threw that one in there to get Ronda Rousey's name on it.
I think, just the star power.
So maybe between the other
fan voted, or is this like who decides on who wins this?
I don't know who wins who decides who wins the ESPYs.
Yeah,
I've never looked into that, but either way, I think it's probably like the sports. It's probably like the sports critics, those people.
Yeah, they could really. You could make a case for any of those. Like Roman, the cancer angle, Becky, the whole women's main event thing.
The old cancer
I don't mean
angle.
it like that, but
Jesus Christ. So let's go Kofi. It's Kofi Mania. He's my vote for the ESPY, the first ever WWE ESPY. So there you go. Moving around the world, though, and around the ring.
All around the world.
All around the world. They have posted Jon Moxley's dates for the G1 Climax and who he's going up against. So we will see Jon Moxley against the likes of Tomohiro Ishii, Jeff Cobb. We got Naito Moxley, Jay White, Juice Robinson again. I think that's the very last match of the tournament, or of Jon Moxley's leg. So it's it's kind of like he's got a match once a week between July 13th and August 11th. He's kind of got like a match every 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, and apparently they're only letting him wrestle for New Japan in Japan because they're doing some of the G1 in America and they didn't want him wrestling in America.
I did, yeah. I heard that too. I think Chris Jericho's in that same boat.
Yeah, Jericho, Omega, and I think any of them. They just rather them. If you're going to do it in Japan or for Japan, do it over there. But yeah, speaking of Jon Moxley, there was also a small. You see a little angle he did with Enzo and Cass, where he kind of beat them up at some indie show.
Oh no way! That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't. It was at like a Six Flags amusement park or something. It was weird, a weird venue.
That's odd.
I don't remember. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but Enzo and Cass showed up and he beat them both up. So there you go.
Well, there you go.
That's my around the ring.
Around the ring. We should just change it to like the Mox Minute. Where it's like, what's going on in the life of Jon?
He's been busy, man. Every week he's been doing something new. He's been dying for this.
What's going on in the life of Jon Moxley? Yeah, there you have it. That's we're going around the ring. Around the ring.
Yeah, around the ring.
Okay, we're moving on.
All right.
We're moving on.
Let's go to Los Angeles.
Who kept calling it Los Angeles?
I think it was Becky. At first, I was like, "Oh, she's doing it to be cute," and then after, I'm like, "Maybe she doesn't know."
Maybe she genuinely doesn't.
Yeah.
like if you're Irish, you can't pronounce those letters together.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. But we were in LA. For Monday Night Raw, and the show starts off with Elias. He takes off his shirt to reveal he's got a referee shirt on because he wants to be the special guest on Sunday for the Universal title match. But Seth Rollins shows up from behind and hits him with a chair, which will be the theme of the night. And he just cuts a little promo. He's done with all this game bullshit. He leaves. Miz comes out, hits a skull-crushing finale on Elias, and then Lashley comes out, hits Elias with a spear, and then Cesaro comes out, and they all start beating. Everyone's fucking hitting Ricochet, Strowman. So this leads to a match. We get a fatal 5-way elimination match. Winner faces Samoa Joe for the U.S. title at Stomping Grounds. Braun Strowman, Miz, Ricochet, Cesaro, Lashley. Cesaro at one point picked up Strowman, like nice feat of strength. Slammed him down, but then Strowman got him with the power slam, eliminates him, and the power slams Lashley, eliminates him. And then what happens? Oh, yeah. They all team. Cesaro and Lashley are sour about losing. They team up. They hit Strowman. Ricochet hits a 630, so now it's just down to Miz and Ricochet. They have a good little match, and then Ricochet gets to win with the 630, so he gets the U.S. title shot. And then, of course, after the match, Samoa Joe attacks, like he always likes to do. But Ricochet got the better of him.
Wow.
So there you go.
Mike, you just plowed through these first two
I just kept
segments.
Going.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. If you had anything to say, I just ripped through it.
Well, I think the folks at home are most confused, and this is something that we have to help them through. Because right when we kicked off Raw, Did you realize that there was a pay-per-view this weekend? And did you realize there was a guest referee stipulation angle? Holy shit. I had no clue what the fuck was going on. I'll be honest. There was a fatal 5-way for a match that I didn't even know was going to happen.
Well,
there was a referee that I didn't think was a stip. Folks, there is a pay-per-view this weekend, and who knew?
Stomping Grounds. Kicking ass, taking names.
Who knew? Folks, between last week's the ticket conundrums and this week's, they're giving out like 2-for-1 tickets now.
Yeah. Fuck it.
So what's going on with this pay-per-view right now?
I don't know. It's just the matter. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's the timing. It's the location. It's the event. Like SummerSlam, they have no problem fucking selling out with that shit. But yeah, I don't know. I guess because they just had a pay-per-view a couple weeks ago. You just had a takeover in there. Money in the Bank was a month ago.
Are the fans? But All Out sold out in 15 minutes.
Different company, and that's in August. I mean, SummerSlam sold out in like 2 minutes.
Oh shit! Really?
Well, I mean, it's still available. We're still getting. There's still more to become. But yeah, Stomping Grounds. I will say it's probably one of the least hyped pay-per-views of the year so far.
Ah, man, this is wild. This is wild.
But no, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. That should actually be a pretty good match.
So hey, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. I guess that's one way to book a match is just to have them all come out, and then someone decides it's for the thing. It's shitty to see the likes of Cesaro just kind of thrown around. I think he might have been the first eliminated, but yeah, Ricochet Samoa Joe is going to be a good one.
Yeah. So hopefully not on the pre-show. Give him some time. Let him have a good match.
I haven't even looked at what that card is of what the card is. I don't even. I don't even know. Isn't it mostly rematches? It's mostly rematches, right? And then that's
like half of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Moving along here, we got the man Becky Lynch coming out. Lots of Becky love chants. She's yeah, you know what she's here to do. She's calling out Lacey Evans, and here she comes.
If there's one thing that Becky Lynch likes to do, it's call out Lacey Evans. And if there's one thing that Lacey Evans likes to do, it's to come and to respond.
Yeah, with a nice outfit. She's always got a pretty outfit and a classy hat on. But don't get the wrong idea about Lacey. Her flawless image is tough as nails woman. Yeah, she mentions being a real United States Marine for the first time, I think, in storyline. So, and then Becky's like, "Yeah, I know your story, but that makes it harder to believe why you act the way you do, being a sucker punching cheater." And so Lacey's saying she's only doing it to clean up the division from you nasty people. And so Becky's had enough. She hits a Bexploder, and then she takes Lacey's hat and walks away. She wears it.
Wears it going up the ramp. This feud has cooled off. I feel like Becky Lynch has cooled off a bunch lately.
Well, because they're doing the same shit every week down there. I mean, I'm still happy seeing Lacey Evans on TV every week, but yeah, they need to do.
Isn't it wild how I'm just thinking about this right now. Like right after Mania, it was Becky Lynch going back and forth on both shows, right? We had Becky and Charlotte going back and forth on both shows, doing their thing, and now like. It's not them going back and forth, but it's everybody else going back and forth.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying right now? Like,
I mean, on the Raw side of the SmackDown's a bit more fresh right now, I think, but yeah, Raw women has just basically been, Becky and Lacey going back and forth for the same, like basically the same promos the last 2 months. But
yeah, who else is even there? Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's just weird. I don't know. I just thought about that. Yeah. When was the last time Becky was on SmackDown?
Well, now that she lost the title.
I guess now that she lost the title. Well, I mean, that doesn't stop little everybody else. That didn't stop Bayley from coming to Raw this week, didn't it? Wasn't she right?
Well, she has reasons. She's got reasons. Yeah.
Okay. It's a weird one. That's a weird one. Are we bidding a fair due to the brand split?
No, it's still in effect.
Okay.
It's Wildcard. There's Wildcards.
There's a lot of them this week.
Depends. We'll see.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Well, it seems like it just seems really like just I don't know the booking this week like So I think coming up next, don't we have the tag? We have the Viking Raiders back finally.
Yeah, first we have Bryan and Rowan come out.
So there's a good one. Like, so we have the SmackDown. They've broken the line of like we see the SmackDown championships on Raw, so we're like, okay, that's already there. And then Daniel, because I mean, a Daniel Bryan Rowan Viking Raiders thing that could be a thing, but
could be, but yeah, that's not what we got here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were just kind of, Bryan faces Rollins later on in the night, but they cut a little promo.
Which is also weird, right?
Have
we run out of people to main event Raw with? Well, because if it's not Seth Rollins, it's Sami Zayn or Baron Corbin.
It doesn't need to be.
Have we just kind of ran out of people?
I don't know why they don't. I don't know. They could easily have Cesaro and Ricochet main event, have Becky Lynch main event, have all that shit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
they'd rather have a tag match every week or something.
Or somebody from the other brand coming in.
Yeah.
I feel like there was like 2 weeks in a row where Sammy main evented Raw. I mean, I think he took the pin both. He definitely took the pin both times.
Yeah, he hasn't had a big win in a while, but
yeah, weird. We do get the tag match. It's Viking Raiders and Jobbers.
Easy win for the Raiders there.
So, Mike, tell me this: like, when you were watching wrestling in the late '90s, early 2000s, or something, is like, did squash victories on jobbers always exist? Like in the sense of they're local from the area and not actually on the roster.
It didn't happen as often, I don't think, as it does nowadays.
Because even I think the next night we see, we see Heavy Machinery going over on B Team, and I'm like, yeah, that seems like the thing B Team does. They take a loss.
Yeah, that's more what they would do back then. Would just have. I mean, back then everyone was kind of booked better and equally. Everyone had a storyline, so even if they lost a lot, they could still be lovable losers and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Like the B Team.
Yeah,
kind of.
I don't really love them, but
yeah.
Weird.
Okay, that was just a booking question from me. I'm always wondering who's thinking about it. I don't think anybody on these shows are thinking about it. The Viking Raiders beat this team of jobbers after the match. The cameras are panning past Ice Cube Jr. I don't know if you saw him in the crowd there.
Ice Cube Jr.?
Yeah, O'Shea Jackson Jr. And right beside O'Shea Jackson Jr. is two cartoonishly disguised people with a fake baby and mustaches. It's Carmella and R-Truth. And then I think eventually they're noticed, and then the gaggle of jobbers come out to ringside, try to catch him.
Yeah, they chase. Truth goes under the ring, and they try to pull him out, but Titus O'Neil pops out. I'm like, oh, wrong black guy. So this confusion just allows Truth to sneak out.
Crawl the other side. I found that anytime there's a misdirection, that's funny.
Truth, he's just so good at playing this role. He's made this title.
He's made this title.
I mean, it's only been around for a month, but yeah.
Has this been the most exciting title on the shows? Right now, which one do you think's more exciting?
Well, I mean, it's the only one that they book every week.
It's the only one they book every week.
Kofi's been a good champion and things like that, but yeah, I don't know. At least this is something that's going on every single week. Crowd always pops for the segment. So
it's a good point.
Truth is just the mainstay of the division. This is like his baby.
Oh, I got a good one for you. When was the last time Finn Balor? Oh, this might as well just be a trivia question. Trivia question at this point. I just added a trivia question to this.
Okay.
To this game. Yeah. Let's see where Ivar and Eric go.
I just had a thought.
What's that?
Next year's Money in the Bank, R-Truth wins the Money in the Bank, but then he tries to cash it in on the 24/7 title, even though he doesn't need to cash.
Is it specific on what title it has to be?
I think it's supposed to be a world title, so they could just be like, Truth, you don't actually have to. You'd be like, oh. Anyway, don't take that storyline, Vince.
Vince, don't take it. That'd be 3 years in a row of terrible Money in the Bank winners.
Don't actually do
Don't actually do that, Vincent.
Or maybe he can just make up his own brief. It's like, this is a 24/7 briefcase. I can cash it anytime. Because you can fight the champion.
You already can do that. You're already allowed to cash it anytime.
That storyline you can take, but give me credit. All right.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Well, I guess no. I guess just the 24/7 title in itself is a constant Money in the Bank,
pretty much. Yeah.
like contract.
They did establish on SmackDown this week that once you're in a match and you're getting pinned in that match, it doesn't count. But once the bell rings, you're eligible for, like when R-Truth was in a tag match.
Okay. Okay, right, because that's a different match.
Yeah.
That's not the 24/7 match. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm glad Corey Graves explained that to me.
We go backstage segment. There's Shane and his boys club. They just have like this little backstage little thing set up. I don't know.
Was there audio problems on this segment?
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say
you?
so. Heath Slater walks in, and we don't really know what he's saying for most of it. Okay. And then at the very end, he asks Shane for a raise. And then Shane's like, no. So he kicks him out, and then Drew beats him up. But yeah, we missed most of it, but I don't think it really matters.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if it was my feed that was just kind of sketching out, but
yeah.
Okay, it was both. Okay,
it was fucked. Yeah. Then we get Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn come out for the Kevin and Sammy show. They bring out their guest Baron Corbin, but they just want to withdraw their names from being special guest referee because Seth's going around beating everyone up with chairs, so they don't want that heat.
There was a bit, and I don't know who it is now. So when Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are out there for the Kevin and Sammy show, Kevin starts out the promo by saying like, "Sammy, I'm sorry. Like I asked them to change the graphics on the logo," and he screams in the back. He's like, "Thanks, Bob." Who's Bob? Who in the roster could be or in the past roster is named Bob or Robert, and could be
Bob
responsible.
Holly. Hardcore Holly, Bob Holly.
Hardcore. Okay, Bob Holly is responsible for all the visual graphics. Maybe not putting maybe not like putting up the new ones, but making sure that they arrive on time or something. He's backstage somewhere producing the show.
Well, he blew this one, Bob.
Seriously, Bob.
Yeah.
Seriously, Bob. But we get the Kevin and Sammy show when they come out, yeah, like you said. But we see EC3 come out. He's their choice.
He's Corbin's choice, so EC3.
And he gets fucking smacked with a steel chair again from Seth Rollins.
Yeah. And then the New Day come out.
Wildcard, bitches!
Yeah, and Sammy's like, hey, I checked the lineup. You guys aren't wild cards. You shouldn't be here. So Sammy agrees with you. He's trying to keep things in line.
Thank you, God. Fucking thank you,
So apparently there's a sheet. There's a sheet backstage, and if you're not on that list...
Oh, God. Who controls the sheet? Oh, God. So many backstage roles that need
Not
to be
everyone
filled.
needs a job for one thing.
Everybody. No, not that everybody needs a job, but every job needs somebody to do it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Somebody different.
So Sammy's like, he shouldn't be here. They cut promos back and forth. You know what this means. 6-man tag later. And then New Day pick up an unconscious EC3 so he can be, and they do a little weekend
They
at
do
Bernie's
the old weekend at Bernie's, which I think is funny every time.
Yeah. And there was a brief chant for EC3 here. This was like the most camera time he's had in a month.
In a long time. Well, since the hidden camera in the elevator.
Oh, yeah. That was
I like I would have given this an A. I give this like a 2 thumbs up, an A, just because the weekend at Bernie's thing. I think that's funny.
Yeah,
that makes me laugh. The segment was good.
Yeah,
and
bad.
Thanks, Sammy, for trying to keep the brand extension together. I think we do get this match now, though. We get New Day.
Yeah, there was a brief backstage
KO
thing with
Sammy.
AJ Styles. And then Gallows and Anderson walk up, and he calls him out. He's like, when was the last time you guys won a match? Or you're too comfortable. I miss the old Gallows and Anderson. So they have a match later with the Usos. So he's trying to get the old band back together.
Get the old band.
Some credibility.
AJ got a pretty good pop. We haven't seen AJ on TV for a while also.
Yeah.
He had an injury or something.
Yeah. But then we do get that 6-man tag, New Day versus Zayn, Owens, Corbin. 2 out of 3 falls match for some reason.
Because there's 2 out of 3 of them? I don't know. God,
New Day get the first fall. At one point, Corbin accidentally hits Sammy, so Owens just turns on him and they abandon him. So Kofi gets the Trouble in Paradise for the second straight fall victory. So there you go, 2-0.
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah,
Then we go,
it was a fun match though. The action was solid. For me.
Good.
A lot of talent
all these,
in that ring.
Yeah, 5 out of 6 great guys. Then we go backstage to my favorite storyline going on right now: Alexa Bliss and Nicky Cross. And Bliss has a little present for her. It's not a coffee mug, but it's inside the mug. It's an invitation for a tag team title match against the Iconics. So Nicky is super excited. This was great. Great. You know, I love this storyline.
You do.
Yeah, it's been going on every week. It is. Anyways.
Isn't it great that like they can do something and then follow up on it and then continue
week to week.
to continue to talk about it week to week? Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So we'll get to that match later, but first we got Paul Heyman. You know, same shit he's been doing.
Doing his Paul Heyman thing, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's about it.
Yeah. He just says he will not be the special referee this Sunday. And, yeah, he just teases Lesnar coming out.
He could, though. He might be.
Yeah. Backstage, Corbin talks to Eric Young about being ref, and then Rollins just walks up and scares him, and then Seth hits him anyways. But, yeah. Then we do get that tag match, the Usos versus Gallows and Anderson. Quick little match. Anderson and Gallows look good early on, but then the Usos get the win after a bunch of super kicks, and then AJ just kind of watches and looks frustrated. So
doing that old,
hopefully they're
doing that old like standing open face to the television, and we back.
To reiterate, yes, AJ was
like
frustrated.
I was just saying, not 15 seconds ago.
Yes, AJ Styles was very frustrated seeing Gallows and Anderson lose, but.
I did. If you check out if you were paying attention to his mouth when he was talking, or when they take the pin, when Gallows and Anderson take the pin, he says, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Pay attention there, folks. It's in the details. It's in the minor details.
All right. Right after this, we had a quick Hulk Hogan promo.
Well, that was uncomfortable.
Yeah, for the USA Women's World Cup team.
So, even worse. I don't know. Somehow it's even worse.
Yeah, women's soccer.
Yeah, for some reason it's like, Hulk, you should be even further away from that. I don't know, for no reason, but
yeah. But then we do get the big dog. Roman Reigns comes out.
See, okay, I've realized this about Michael Cole is that I would be far more comfortable if. When he said the big dog, and then somebody just spoke right after. It's that 10-second pause. Every single time he goes, the big dog.
He wants to let it marinate.
No, that's the worst part. It's like when he says it's boss time, and then 10 seconds of radio silence. That gets me.
He just loves. He thinks it's such a good line.
That gets me. Oh my god! One of these days, One of these days, I'm just gonna count the exact amount of time. I think I have a new segment coming up called "By the Numbers." We got a new segment that's gonna happen next. Every week, I'm gonna just count.
No, we got segments. Any new segment. It's like Saturday Night Live. Characters come in and out every week. You never know who's going to show up.
You never know what segments it's going to be. You know, for example, this week's By the Numbers segment could have included how many times they used the word ass between both shows.
Yes. Stomping Grounds. So Roman Reigns.
Yes, Roman Reigns promo.
Yeah, a little promo on Shane and Drew, and they're back in their little clubhouse. They're talking back to him. So Roman Reigns goes in after them, and puts Drew through the table with all the snacks on it, and he chases Shane around. And he ends up catching him, beats him up, hits a Superman punch and spear. Was this
to set up the match? This was also a portion of the show where we're bringing in a new segment of ours, a new segment which we like to call "People Don't Talk Like That."
Yeah.
Of course, WWE is a show. It's written. It's fake. It's all or no one's cutting their own promos anymore. Drew McIntyre, there's no way people actually talk like that. In 6 days at Stomping Ground, Shane McMahon's not going to stop me from hurting you. I'm going to kick your ass and take your name, and I'm going to continue to kick your ass. I will physically assault you until it becomes very uncomfortable. Your night ends when I physically disfigure you.
Yeah.
People don't talk like that, Drew. Come on, Drew, what are you doing? It's the disfigure comments. It's the long words to First of all, nobody says, I'm going to kick your ass and take your name. Nobody says it about themselves. That's something you say about, like, someone else. Like, he's kicking ass and taking names. You don't say, I am kicking ass and I am taking names. It's very much like a third person type thing, not a first person type thing. And also, once you've kicked their ass and take their name, you don't go back to continuing to kick their ass.
Yeah,
you have kicked their ass and taken their name. There's no more ass to kick. There's no more name to take.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Drew McIntyre, people don't talk like that.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You win this week's award.
Yeah, for the people don't talk like that title belt opportunity. Drew McIntyre. Oh my God, we got a lot of belts going on in the show. There's a lot of trivia belts, tweet belts. People don't talk like that belts.
People don't.
But yeah, so this is the match at Stomping Grounds. We're getting Shane. I think Shane. No, we're getting Drew. No, we're getting Drew. We're getting Drew and Roman. Oh my God, how did I even? I don't know. I didn't even know that. It's in like 3 days. I didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah. So who knows? Shane will do something there. He'll be fucking around.
Yeah, he'll be in the corner. He'll interfere somehow.
Then we go to Backstage, Charlie. She's asking Bayley about the recent social media bad things she has done.
Yep.
Bayley's like, "What? No, come on. I'm gonna go clear this
come on,
right now.
Come on. No, come on. Hey,
no.
Come on. No, what the heck? Come on.
So, yeah, we're supposed to get the Iconics versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the women's tag titles, but Bayley comes out before the match to watch from ringside. Yeah, this was a fun little match, though. At one point, Bliss and Bayley get in each other's faces, so Alexa shoves Bayley. Bayley fights back, and while this is going on, Billie Kay is able to roll up Nikki Cross in the ring. So she gets the pin, defend their titles, Iconics win. Yeah, after the words, Bliss just tries to console Nikki, and her and Bayley are yelling at each other, blaming each other. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, then we immediately after we go backstage, we see sad Nikki and Alexa. And
sad
Nikki's like, you know what, Bliss, you were right. Bayley's not who she claims to be, and tonight she cost them the tag titles and crushed her dreams. So at Stomping Grounds, Nikki's going to be in her corner to see her do that to Bayley. So there we go.
There you go. That's how you set up the match. Let's keep it moving.
I love it. This is one of my most anticipated matches of the card now because this storyline.
Just because it's a little something that's keep going, and the Iconics get to defend. The Iconics finally got to defend their title in a
real team
in a competitive match.
Yeah, so that was fun all around. I like everything about it.
It's main event time though. This the first time in WWE, Seth Rollins and Daniel Bryan.
No, it's not.
No, I think didn't they say that?
Well, they lied if they did, but.
Oh.
Don't forget about the Firefly Funhouse, though.
Oh yeah, I guess another Firefly Funhouse, which was just weird, weird as all the other ones.
Yeah, he was gardening and.
Let me in. May I come in?
We're ready. We want you. They kind of. I hope this was the last one because at the end they kind of showed like a montage of every episode, and then we get a good look at the Fiend at the end. So hopefully, I'm ready. Just fucking come out.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be the special referee. No. That would be a bad debut.
Yeah, easy there. Yeah. But definitely.
But then we did get the main event.
Okay, yeah, we eventually get this main event. Do we think this is the last Bray promo? I think we thought last week would be the last Bray promo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but
yeah, it's weird.
They might have more of these in the can.
So weird to tell right now. Also, like, where does he fit in?
I don't know. I feel like he's going to be on Raw. But, yeah, I don't know where he fits in, who he feuds with. I have no idea. We'll see.
Interesting.
But, yeah, we get the main event, Seth Rollins versus Daniel Bryan. It starts off as a short match because Rowan comes and hits Rollins with the Iron Claw. So we get the DQ, and then New Day comes running out to make the save. And then Shane and his goons and Usos, everyone's coming out. Everyone brawls. So what you would expect was that they turn this into a tag match, but they didn't do that. They just restarted the match, kicked everyone out from ringside. So then we get a proper match. It was actually pretty good, as you'd expect from these two guys. Rollins gets the clean win with the curb stomp, but as he's celebrating, Corbin nails him with the chair, hits the end of Dace, and that's the end of Raw.
And that's the end of Raw.
Yeah.
I guess did someone get the win? Yeah, Seth Rollins got the win.
Yeah, Rollins got the win, and then Corbin just hit him after, and that was the end. So, I mean, Daniel Bryan didn't really accomplish anything by being on this show, just to lose.
Yeah, this is tough. I think because given the right circumstances, I think we would want to see Seth and Daniel go for 45 minutes.
Yeah, that could be a universal title match on its own.
Just it seems like a weird bring over, like we were just saying, earlier on in the show. Like we were just saying, if there's not as much of a brand split as there was, like why are we bringing over a SmackDown tag guy?
Yeah, like this.
To
Some
eat
of
a
the
pin.
wild cards. Yeah, like when Charlotte was wild carding every week, at least. Like her reason was to go after a title or something. Like there was really no reason for Daniel Bryan to come here. Just to
No,
lose.
there was literally no reason besides them just saying there's a match, and then okay, I guess that means there's a match. I don't really know.
Yeah, so match was good, but the story was not really there.
And the story's not really there. I guess maybe just to set up the weekend. Because did you know that there's a pay-per-view this weekend? I sure as hell didn't.
Kick
Folks,
ass, take names.
Take names. I think it's about time we take a break, though.
Yeah, quick break and then some trivia.
Quick break. We're coming back with some trivia. We got SmackDown. We got a wrestler of the week. So we'll be right back.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah.
And we back. It's the second half of the Shoot Brothers Wrestling podcast. That's right. There's two halves to this whole baby. We rolled right. We were so excited about Toronto Raptors basketball that we rolled right past what has become the Shoot Brothers' most prestigious title. I think out of all the titles that we actually have to offer, it is of course the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week.
Yeah, it made its way from the pre-show to the mid-card.
To the mid. Oh my God, we're moving up in the world. Main event time, baby. We're getting there. First off, this was like a back and forth, but this week's winner of the tweet of the week is now two-time champ Chris Jericho.
Y2J,
two-time tweet of the week champion, of course. Bill Simmons, American sports personality, sent out a tweet of his all-time favorite Chris's. To which
Are
there's
they all athletes, or was it
there's
one?
some there's Chris Farley, Chris Rock,
yeah.
Chris Bosch, Chris Mullen, Chris Tucker, and Chris Jericho.
Jericho made the cut.
Jericho made the cut.
All right.
And Chris Jericho responds with his all-time favorite Bills. So we have Bill Brasky, Bill Goldberg, Buffalo Bill, Bill Simmons, Kill Bill Part 1, Bill Hader, Bill Murray, and Bill Paxton. There you have it. Chris Jericho's all-time favorite Bills.
I like it.
There you have it. Yeah, there's your tweet of the week.
All right, there you go, Jericho.
Two-time champ.
Two-time.
Yeah.
Still chasing Randy, though. Randy's the record.
No, I think according to what I have right here,
It's only... Oh, okay.
they are now tied.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. See who takes that lead. We still got 6 months left in the year.
Until what? Oh, I guess no. I think this is just
not that it...
like a tweet of the year. No, I don't have.
Maybe.
Those.
Maybe. I don't know. At the end, I don't know. Is there a tweet of the year?
I don't know. This thing's moving around more than the 24/7 title. I'll tell you that much.
Oh.
I'll tell you that much.
All right.
It's the second half of the show, though. We're back on track with our second half program, which usually kicks off with trivia.
Trivia. Woo! Trivia.
Yes, halftime trivia.
Halftime trivia, mid-card trivia. Mike, you present questions for me. Mike, I present questions for you. How many questions you got this week?
I've just got 2 questions, two multiple choice questions.
I've got 3, but they each require multiple answers.
Okay.
How do you want to split it up?
Well, we can do like a sandwich. You go first, and then I'll go.
Cool.
And then you. And
Okay. Shoot brothers, shoot sisters. We're celebrating our very first shoot birthday. As we know, Mike the Shoot Shepherd, it's his birthday today. Of course, happy birthday to you. But Mike, did you know that there is no current or former WWE, NXT, WCW, or ECW wrestlers who have your birthday?
No,
Not a single one. Wild, eh?
Interesting.
Wild,
Yeah.
eh? But this is a birthday-themed trivia, so I'm going to tell you the day and give you a hint as to wrestlers whose birthday it is. These are wrestlers who share the same birthday.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
First off, we're looking for two answers here. These are two different wrestlers. On June 2nd. Also, if you happen to know the particular wrestler's birthday, I guess that would really
Yeah.
I guess that would really give you an advantage. But
yeah.
So the first one, who's born on June 2nd, had a career in Japan before building a house in the States. And the second wrestler born on June 2nd, in the 90s, had nicknames like the Narcissist and the All-American.
All right. I'm going to say AJ Styles and Lex Luger.
There you go. Both born on June 2nd.
All right.
There you have it.
Sweet. All right. You ready for a question?
Ready.
Okay. So this year, we just lost Backlash. We gained Stomping Grounds. So pay-per-view names, they come and go, obviously. SummerSlam, WrestleMania, those ones are here forever. But I've got a list of 4 pay-per-view names here. 3 of them are real. 1 of them is not a real WWE pay-per-view.
Okay.
All right. So 3 are real, 1 is not. You got to spot the fake.
Okay.
So we got A, Taboo Tuesday, B, Capital Punishment, C, St. Valentine's Day Massacre, or D, Sunday Night Super Fight.
Those are all pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the only one I've heard of is, and I'm going to sound foolish if it's the wrong answer, but I'm pretty sure St. Valentine's Day Massacre was like a WCW era type thing. So I'm going to say that one counts. I'm going to say the one that was off is going to be Taboo Tuesday.
Okay. So, well, you were right about Valentine's Day. That was a real pay-per-view.
Okay.
But Taboo Tuesday was real.
Ooh.
It was. That's kind of why I threw it in there to throw you off, because it did take place on a Tuesday, which is strange.
Which is
But
weird.
the gimmick of that pay-per-view was fans voted on. This was like 2003 or something, and fans voted on the matches. So they give you like 3 choices, and then during the show they'd reveal the results. And apparently it was all like legit. They weren't, yeah. So you wouldn't know. It'd be like Shawn Michaels will face who in what kind of match. And then
What year was this in?
They did it like 2 or 3 times. And then they switched it to Cyber Sunday because they're like Tuesday pay-per-views are coming.
Oh, okay. I have heard of Cyber Sunday.
Yeah, so there you go. So that was kind of in there to throw you off. The one that I made up was Sunday Night Super Fight.
Sunday Night Super Fight, which, I mean, that's a good one. It rhymes. It's on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's why. And then Capital Punishment, that's kind of, isn't that basically like
Illegal?
murder?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Like killing, yeah. So that was kind of a weird name.
bad.
That's why I threw that in there.
Pretty sure it is bad.
So there you go.
There you go.
Those are your defunct pay-per-views.
Next question for you, Mike, and the birthday theme.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so on January 18th, we're looking for 3 wrestlers here.
Woo.
Okay. So and then there's a bit of a curveball in here too. So you're gonna have to stretch your mind a little bit. Okay. So
All right.
First off, we have the $1 Million Man.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, there's an Avenger, and thirdly is half of the 10-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
So the first one's Ted DiBiase.
Mm-hmm.
And then an Avenger. That makes me think of Black Widow. Is she an Avenger? That doesn't sound like it's right, though. Side note, though, is she an Avenger? Black Widow? Or is that...
Black
Anyways.
Widow? No, I think that's a... No.
That is a...
That is a thing, but no.
Okay, so that's not... what was the third hint again?
Half of the 10-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, so who was the big Ring of Honor tag teams?
If it helps put in perspective, the next closest is like a 6-time champ. Like they are far the most.
Was it the Briscoe brothers?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, it was?
Yeah.
So it's one of them?
One of them.
Or are they twins?
It's one of them, but you know what?
Yeah.
That was good enough.
I don't know who's
I think that was good.
Okay. The second one, Avengers. I'm trying to... I don't know. I'm trying to think literal. Is it as literal as I'm trying to make it?
I think you're going a little too literal.
Like Iron Man.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking the person whose birthday it is also an Avenger.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I know.
Okay, just Batista.
Oh, Batista.
Batista.
Okay. That makes sense. Yes,
Ted DiBiase,
yes.
Batista, and it was Mark Briscoe we're looking for. I don't
Mark
actually know the
Briscoe.
other Briscoe's name. Mark was the only one I knew, so I'm giving it to you.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to you.
That's fine. I know Jerry's the father. That's all.
Jerry, I'm giving you those points.
Okay. All right. All right. So now, as we know, SummerSlam is hosted in Toronto. We're very excited for that.
Oh.
But I'm going to give you 4 cities here. You got to tell me which one of these Canadian cities has hosted a pay-per-view.
Okay.
All right. So first, we got Hamilton, Ontario. We got Barrie, Ontario. We got Niagara Falls, Ontario. And Ottawa, Ontario.
Now this is cool. Now this is
one
now,
of those 4.
Now this is cool because I wasn't expecting such small cities. I thought you were going to go like Vancouver, Calgary. I'm like, oh my god, like it's a big city.
Yeah, that's why.
So which one has hosted a pay-per-view before?
Yeah, one of these 4: Hamilton, Barrie, Niagara Falls, or Ottawa.
And I'm going to say it because for whatever reason in my head, I swear I've heard Bruce Pritchard say it before. Was it Hamilton?
It was Hamilton.
Hey.
Yeah,
No,
so surprisingly,
I do-
one and only pay-per-view at the Cops Coliseum. It was the first and only breakdown in your house pay-per-view, which had a main event of Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker versus Kane for the WWF Championship. And yeah, I think they probably did talk about that.
You know what? Yeah, I think there was a something to wrestle with that, and because I remember the Cops Coliseum, I do remember that coming up.
No, it's very, when you look at like the history, you're like, Hamilton,
what the fuck?
But yeah, there has been ones in Vancouver and Alberta and Montreal, but very sparsely. This was like the smallest Canadian city that's ever had a pay-per-view, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Winnipeg's had one. They're pretty small, but
well, I mean, now they have a big arena.
yeah, now they have
the normal size arena. That's the thing. Cops Coliseum is a small arena. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, like, what team even put, like, what was their, because they don't have any big league team. I'm sure they have like minor hockey teams.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a minor hockey league team that plays there.
Anyways, there you go. That was you got that one.
And Mike. Oh, I almost gave. My mind was looking at the answer.
Okay.
And so I almost moved a syllable in a different way. Okay. Okay. So this Mike, for this last one, we're looking for 4 wrestlers.
Okay.
And we added 1 as we went. So this sets of birthday is March 1st. Okay. So first off, we have a female wrestler who got her name extended in 2016 and then shortened 3 months later. Secondly, is the man who Triple H once said, "You people don't deserve a title belt." Thirdly, is a multiple-time WWE Tag Team Champ and a one-time NXT Champ. And finally, is a man who is Canadian and undisputed.
Okay.
Go.
All right. The first one, I'm gonna say Emmalina.
Emmalina.
Yeah.
And back to Emma.
And second one, Booker T.
Booker T.
The third one, I feel like it could be a couple different people. You said, what was it? NXT champion and tag champion?
A multiple time WWE Tag Team Champion and a one-time NXT Champion.
So when you say WWE Tag Team Champion, that means either Raw or SmackDown
or both.
Or both. Okay. Because I feel like both Seth Rollins and Big E could fit that criteria.
You might just have to take a leap of faith.
Well, it could be a flawed question. I'll take a leap of faith. Black or white? I'll go Seth Rollins.
It was Big E. It was Big E.
Yeah, Big E. Yeah.
It was Big E, but because I think for Seth I could have said a lot more.
Okay, fine.
Okay. And finally, what's the answer to the last one?
Adam Cole.
Ooh, close. Kyle O'Reilly.
Is he not Canadian? I should have known Adam Cole.
I think Adam Cole. That's why they call it that Panama Sunrise. He's the Panama Kid.
I didn't. Yeah, just undisputed. I just jumped to the baby.
Baby.
So Kyle O'Reilly's Canadian. Good for him.
He's from British Columbia.
Well, we'll give him a good pop when we see him in NXT Takeover.
I mean, I was going to give him a good pop anyways, regardless of his citizenship.
Well, now it's even bigger.
Now there's even more reason to applaud.
Yes.
There you have it, folks. There's trivia for this week. A little bit of birthday trivia.
Fun.
Fun for everybody. But trivia's done, which means that there's probably a couple things that we need to get to on the Blue brand.
Yeah, SmackDown, usually the easier show.
SmackDown Live, coming to us from somewhere. This is our go home show too. Also, like brand split or not, or Wildcard or not. This is the last opportunity for us to see anything before Stomping Grounds.
Yeah, so we get New Day to come out to start the show, and they're cutting a promo about Kofi's cage match and Ziggler and all that. So Ziggler interrupts, he cuts his promo, Kofi rebuttals. You know the deal.
I know.
We get, but we don't get. We get a preview. We get Dolph Ziggler versus Xavier Woods here. Good little match, but Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out and ruin it. They attack Kofi and Big E, so Ziggler gets the win with a super kick. It was actually a pretty good looking super kick. Wood was like tied up in the ropes and just I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how he took that. I don't know how you do that.
It looked like he just took it. Just
it looks like he just fucking took it to the chin. I don't know what else to say there. I don't know not much else to say.
Yeah. But then we go backstage where Shelton Benjamin and the B team are waiting outside Corbin's locker room to be ref. I don't know why people care about this.
Yeah,
Matt Hardy comes wandering out.
You would think people wouldn't want to be the ref. What does being the ref
chasing
give
that 24/7 title?
That's your job. Is that 20? Have your eyes set on that 24-hour, 7-day champ. Oh my god, I butchered the name of that place. But what about on the IC title? What happened to that thing?
Where's that been?
Oh, that was I forgot. Surprise trivia. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, surprise trivia for you there. Mike the Shoot Shepherd, your question is, when was the last time Finn Balor wrestled on television?
Does Super Showdown count or no?
Does not count.
Okay.
I mean, like the TV.
SmackDown?
Yeah, May 14th.
Wow.
Wow.
So over a month.
There you have it, folks. Booking. Yeah. So
back to the good booking. The good booking.
Finally, some good booking.
Yeah. We go back to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. They're out here for a moment of bliss. Their guest is Bayley, who comes out, and she's got Alexa's coffee. She's got her mug and everything. And Bliss is like, "See, Nikki, I told you she's selfish. She just takes things that don't belong to her." She's like Angelica. She's a brat. She didn't say the Angelica thing, but Bailey's like, Nikki, I never said anything about you. Alexa's not your friend. She's just using you. And they get all in each other's face. And Bliss is like, back in NXT, the locker room didn't like me, and I turned to Bailey, and she made me feel worthless. The only person nice to me was Charlotte, who, by the way, we haven't seen for 2 weeks.
We
straight,
also haven't seen
kind
it.
of refreshing.
We also haven't
That's
seen it.
refreshing.
Well,
Yeah.
No, I heard there was some sad news.
I know there's some stuff going on in her family.
Yeah, Andrade's mom passed away, so I think
Andrade was there this week, so.
Well, they was there this week, but I think both Andrade and Charlotte Flair have probably taken a couple weeks off.
Either way, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No,
of course, all the all the best to everybody.
Of course. She's so Bailey, you're not the innocent hugger, you're a liar. Bailey's just like, you're making it up. Come on, Nikki. She's trying to do to you what she did to Nia Jax and Mickie James. And you remember Nia Jax? Miss her? No, me neither.
No. Remember Mickie James?
So they Mickie James, yeah. So they go back and forth. She calls Bliss entitled, doesn't deserve anything, and blah blah blah. She calls Bailey a placeholder that peaked in NXT. That got a good ooh from the crowd. The crowd was hot for this. They liked it.
Yeah, it's the best storyline going into the weekend.
Yeah,
like by far.
And
by far.
Yeah, Bailey's they go at it, they fight each other, Nikki pries her off, and then Bliss nails Bailey, and her and Nikki leave. So yeah, hot shit. I love the segment. Love the story.
Yeah, this would
main event the show if I was booking it, but that would never happen.
This is the best thing going on right now between like a never ending Roman and Shane thing.
Yeah, which is
Dolph Ziggler and his fourth "Give Me What I Want," or what did he say? It was supposed to be me. It should have been me.
Yeah, same thing.
Which doesn't fucking make any sense anymore, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But this should main event Stomping Grounds. Hope to see a good match. Nikki by the side. You never know. You never know what the heck's gonna happen here.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you assume either Nikki's going to help her win or accidentally cost her the match.
Or help her lose.
Yeah, but there you go. And then we were talking about Andrade a second ago. His quick appearance this week, he just showed up and beat up Apollo Crews.
Did you see when Apollo Crews is like creepishly standing over Zelina Vega?
Over Zelina Vega. She's
and just like, hey.
I don't know.
I know you're usually around Andrade, so I'm just gonna hang out around here. And she's just like, "What the fuck? There is a camera watching you do this, bro. You sick fuck."
Andrade agrees, so he beat up.
He gets the shit. Then he beats him up.
Yeah, so justice. That was fair.
That was fair.
Andrade was looking slick. Yeah, a nice suit on. He's looking good.
Yeah.
Then we get Heavy Machinery versus the B Team.
Versus the B Team. Great. Have Heavy Machinery go over on people that we know, not just random jobbers.
Yes, not the YOLO County champions from last week.
And we had Daniel Bryan on commentary for this one, and which is great.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan on commentary
great.
is always going to
awesome.
be entertaining.
Because he's just like Otis. Otis is doing his hulking up at one point. He's just beating, and Daniel Bryan's just so like disgusted. Like, look at this fucking. But then when he does a good move, he'll still compliment him. He's like, why don't they do stuff like that more often?
Yeah, I think Daniel Bryan's got Daniel Bryan has a job within the WWE for life.
Oh yeah,
for life.
And like when Otis, he like picked the guy up and he was like spinning him around for like 20 seconds. Like Bryan's just like, the spin does nothing to the slam. It has nothing. It's just funny, but yeah, the B Team gets the Heavy Machinery gets the easy win after the Compactor. I finally learned the name of their finisher, and then Rollins shows up and beats up the B Team with a chair. He's not kidding around about this ref spot. So.
He really doesn't want anybody to be the ref.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the same chair? Just walking around with the same chair?
It had a good dent in it.
It had a good dent in it by the end of the night. Because, it keeps going. Good match. Heavy Machinery. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm happy they get the title shot on Sunday. So, but what I'm not happy about is the fucking another Aleister Black promo. Same shit.
Oh my God!
Still nobody's come knocking on his door.
At this point, I'll wrestle Aleister Black. Just anything to get him on TV.
Seriously,
are they
I'll
out
go
of
out there,
people?
I'll knock on the door.
Can I volunteer myself?
Like, what's the storyline? Is everyone just scared of him? Or why? They don't know where. One of these days, Truth just walk in with the title like, "Oh shit!
Like, oh shit! Wrong,
he didn't
wrong
mean to
segment."
Get in here. And then Black is like, "You," and then he just beats him up.
I would put over Aleister Black. Come on.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't care.
Hell yeah.
I'd put him over.
No, I mean,
I'd go back to the mat for that guy.
Black and Bray, though, I'm just waiting now. They've done their promos are good. They've done it, but now let's see them fight.
No, but
not each other.
But that's it. No, anytime I think that there's like, it would be the creative department wondering to themselves, like, they don't know how to use Aleister Black. He's creepy. He's got tattoos. Nobody knows how to use him. And then it's like, oh, okay, put him with Bray because he's creepy and he's got tattoos. But that like is also limiting in and of itself. It's like when they tried Bray with Finn. It's like, yeah, Bray can be a demon, or Finn can be a demon and creepy, and Bray is already creepy. But then outside of that, it's like, well, what the fuck? Then what the fuck are they?
Yeah, it's like now we need a match.
Exactly, right? Like you can't just do the hey, they're creepy thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Aleister Black, I'll put you over, bud. I'll go back to the mat for you.
Yeah, anytime. And while he's doing that, me and Zelina Vega will have a little chat back. No, don't hurt me.
Weird.
What? It's my birthday. Come on.
No excuse.
I could shoot if I want to.
It's my birthday, and I'll shoot if I want to. Next up, we had a something.
Yeah, stupid Shane McMahon with his buddy Drew and Elias. We've been the same shit.
Like it's literally the exact same show. It's
like, and even Miz comes out and acknowledges this. He says he's sick of Shane sucking up all the airtime. And the crowd's like, yeah.
And that's the report that I've also heard kind of, cruising around there on the dirt sheets is that Dave Meltzer has reported that, like, Uncle Dave's been saying that there are people backstage who are not stoked.
Yeah. I'm very scared. This small dirt that this might lead to Shane McMahon winning the WWE title. This push.
See, because imagine that, right?
Him stealing it from Kofi, even if it was only like, no.
Yeah, no. People,
but the way he's going, it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he would still be slightly better than Jinder, maybe, but that's not saying much. But yeah, so Shane McMahon, Miz, Shane makes a tag match, and Miz is like, Truth, there's my partner, and Truth is just lurking in the back. So Awesome Truth is back. They were a tag team a little while ago, a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Miz and Truth versus Drew and Elias in an elimination tag match. Elias, he hits his V trigger on the Truth to win, eliminates him pretty quick. But Yeah, so now that he's out of the match, he's eligible for the 24/7 title again. So all the jobbers come out, and Shelton Benjamin
The gaggle.
just grabs the title. Yeah, Shelton grabs the title and thinks he's won. He doesn't know the rules. He thinks you just steal it to win it. But Truth steals it back, runs off, and then we still have a match in the ring, 2 against 1. Drew gets the pin after the Claymore.
And these two guys go over on a show that they shouldn't be fucking going over on.
Yeah, I mean, Miz, I don't know, this really meant nothing for the
Because I guess out of this entire show, out of all of SmackDown, I guess it's just Heavy Machinery and the B Team and Dolph were the only 2 people who were only on one of the shows. I guess we saw Andrade and Aleister Black, but I mean like in-ring shit.
Yeah.
In-ring something.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Heavy Machinery and B Team, they were not on Raw. And we had Rowan and Daniel Bryan were both on Raw, making their way down, and then commentary on this night. Was Miz on? Miz was on TV on Monday.
I think he just showed up and gave Elias a skull crushing finale.
That's what it was. Was in that opening seg. This is weird. This is really weird. If you want to talk by the numbers, there were 5 people who were on SmackDown who were not on Raw.
Yeah, and lots of people that could have been on the show that just were not used at all.
What's happening?
Liv Morgan, I haven't seen you in months.
What's
missed
happening?
that pink.
What's happening? Okay, there we go.
But you know who has been getting more TV time lately is
who's
the
that?
Iconics, which is nice.
Yep.
We go backstage and they run into the Kabuki Warriors.
They
Remember
got
them?
a big pop when their face
Yeah.
showed up on the screen there.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I've been waiting like a month for them to come back. So yeah, she's there with Paige. Paige says, "Hey, how about a title shot?" And then the Iconics are like, "No, we've been traveling a lot." And Paige is like, "Oh, that's fine. We go to all the same places you do. So I already asked for the title match, and we're getting it next week in Tokyo."
I guess are
That'll be
these
fun.
live shows they're doing or?
Well, I mean, it'll be taped, but it's like an actual SmackDown.
Oh,
so.
it is an actual SmackDown. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if it was like a live event.
Yeah, no. So I mean,
That's cool.
yeah. So I mean, there's I don't know, big hometown crowd favorites. The Kabuki
That
Warriors
sort of
might even
seems
win.
like the place for you to win and then like legitimize the belt, right? Does that
Yeah,
seem
I
like?
could see them winning it and then maybe dropping it back, or maybe hold on to it for a bit.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe do the Iconics have a match this weekend on the pre-show? Maybe.
No, I don't think they have anything
because
booked.
Bliss and Nicky Cross are doing that.
Yeah,
You know what? Maybe it is time. I know they're the longest reigning champions, but maybe it's time to do something else.
Yeah, that'd be a great moment for the hometown crowd. They'd love it. The first, yeah, be great.
Yeah.
And then more women's stuff. We go backstage. Ember Moon, she approaches Sonya and Mandy, who are just gorging on donuts.
For some reason.
Yeah, and they're like, "Isn't it great? We could eat whatever we want and look like this." They were just laughing.
At points, storytelling on this show just seems like a bunch of different, like it's a bunch of ideas and then no conclusion to anything. It would be like, one time there was a dog and he was digging a hole in the yard because he thought he smelled a bone. Then the boy said in front of his class, "I want to be an astronaut when I grow up." Everyone said to him, "There's no way you can be an astronaut when you grow up. The polar ice caps were melting and I was up there personally." Like it's like 4 different things. You're just, what?
Yeah, I mean,
What?
Yeah, so
What?
last week they
What?
smacked her Switch away.
What?
So donuts for Switch. That's a fair trade, right?
Okay, at least, yeah.
She ruined their donuts. She
You
ruined
ruined
their
the donuts,
donuts.
you ruined the Switch. I get it.
But then Sonya was pissed. So Sonya and Amber fight for a while. And I don't know if you noticed. Afterwards, Mandy was looking at Sonya with some serious, like, "fuck me" eyes.
What?
Yeah, like Sonya beat up Ember, and Mandy was just kind of like afterwards, like, "Damn, I think they might be using the real life story of Sonya.
You're always making it about that. You're always
They
making
love
it
to do
about
that. They love to shoot. What do you mean? I'm always bringing what, lesbians into it?
You're always bringing the gays into into this.
No, it's a storyline. So I'm saying, if you go back and watch that, you'll look at Mandy's eyes, and she's like caressing her arm, just like, let's get you out of that. Let's get you out of that hot sweat towel and into a dry martini.
See, you've made it weird again somehow. Somehow.
This is not as weird as her trying to break up a marriage with Uso, and I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
want to, whatever. Lesbian angle, do it.
Have they done that before? I can almost guarantee they've never done a man-on-man gay angle. I can only
they have,
assume.
though. Billy and Chuck.
Who are they?
Billy Gunn. Yeah. Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo played a gay tag team.
No way.
Definitely.
But over the top flamboyant? Did they kiss? What's going on here?
They kissed. They had a wedding on one episode, I think.
No shit.
Yeah.
How,
Look up.
So progressive.
Billy and Chuck.
So progressive.
It only lasted for
that.
But anyways, we go back. We cut to the parking lot. R-Truth is looking for Carmella, and then a referee pulls up in a car, and we see someone standing there, but it's actually Drake Maverick dressed up as Carmella. And he's able to roll up Truth, and he puts his feet on the car for leverage. So new champion, Drake Maverick. And then he drives off in the car. And did you see his fake tits fell out?
That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I think Corey Graves mentioned that.
I don't think that was an uncensored nipple.
It's like his
screen.
prosthetics.
Even it was rubber.
He runs out of the car screaming, "I'm getting married."
Yeah. And then Truth is like, I didn't even know she was engaged.
How to get invited? Where's my invitation?
Yeah.
Good old
Uncensored
Truth.
nipple.
Made me laugh, so it was good.
Yeah, he's good. And this is good for like Drake. He does well in his role as a little shenanigan.
Of course. It's main event time, though.
Main event
time, where we have. Then they advertised this on earlier. Kofi and Seth against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
2 out of 3 falls for some reason.
So, just like the night before, I don't know, because both nights, to spoil it, both matches went 2-0. So it was like, what was the point of it?
And there was an elimination tag that we didn't know was. Anyways, we're getting pretty much. I think
right off the bat,
over the course of the show, a couple times, I think like Zayn and Owens are complaining to Shane, and he sort of makes this match happen somehow.
Yeah.
Kingston hits Sami Zayn, I think, like right off the bat.
Yeah, right off the bat, he gets the first pin, and then we get some more match, and then Rollins hits the curb stomp on Owens, so 2-0, clean sweep. Mm-hmm. Kofi and Seth stand tall, and Paul Heyman just kind of watches on from the backstage to end the show.
Man, just fucking what's happening with Sami Zayn right now? Kevin Owens, these guys are just eating pins for no fucking for no reason though.
Yeah, like their positioning is good. It's nice being in the main event all the time, but not when you lose every week.
And it's does Seth need to be fighting alongside Kofi anymore? Can't those guys just kind of like they're both holding world title belts? Why can't they hold them separately?
Yeah, like there's no reason. Other than they, it's like, well, Owens and Zayn, we need a partner.
Sooner rather than later, I think we need like legitimate belt threats to both of these guys, because it sort of seems like although they both won their titles at, in April at Mania, it sort of seems like like they won them for nothing.
Filler.
Yeah, the build
filler feud. Like Mania was great. Mania was one of the best ones in a while, and everything was good. But then, kind of since then, nothing. Money in the Bank was still right, but
Money in the Bank was it was pretty good. But Kofi Mania was so hot going in, and he won, and that was my match of the night. That was my match of the night personally.
I think it's too bad they kind of fucked up with. Like when Kevin Owens came back, he was a hot baby face. They could have ran with that for a while, but then they turned him heel
way too quickly.
Yeah. Who was it? I think it was because Daniel Bryan was slightly injured, so he couldn't. Like otherwise, I think they would have gone right to the rematch of Kofi versus Bryan, but then they had to fill in heel real quick, so they did the quick turn on Owens, which kind of led us here. Who knows? Owens could have still been face. We wouldn't have had all this Sami Zayn bullshit every week. Mm-hmm. But that's the road we're on. Maybe SummerSlam.
Maybe. Fuck. But oh my god, dude, no.
Maybe they're saving all the good feuds for SummerSlam. They're saving them.
Well, it sounds like if the Shane dirt is true, if that's the match that get, dude, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants, but not in a good way, in a mad way.
And then throw your dirty underwear at the ring.
Exactly.
In protest.
We'll be that close. We need more threats to this belt sooner rather than later. But folks, that was SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, so I guess take a quick look at the card here for Stomping Grounds. We kind of talked about a lot of it.
We got Stomping Grounds coming up. So, folks, if you've been listening to the show and or you watched Money in the Bank, you already know what the card's going to be.
Yeah, mostly. we do have the fresh matchup, our main event here, Bayley versus Bliss. Yeah. Either way, Nicky Cross is doing something in that match.
Either way, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, Roman versus Drew. We don't really care that much.
Becky Lacey, same kind of thing. Yeah, Becky needs to move on.
I mean, Becky. I'm still into this, but if Lacey loses again, she's kind of lost some steam.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, Seth versus Corbin, we're still mystery of the referee. Who knows? I don't know.
Why? And
Brock
how
Lesnar?
did this guest referee stipulation come into play?
I think it was mentioned last week.
But why does it matter?
Like,
why does it?
Corbin had some bullshit reason. He's like, oh, Seth's a cheater. I don't know. Or I don't know.
So
Wasn't
we
there, like,
need
a
somebody
shoulder up or
who's
something?
not an actual referee to referee.
Yeah, that's their logic.
We
We need a wrestler, someone who's been in the ring.
someone who's been in the ring.
Yeah, so there's that.
There's that.
I don't know. Maybe
We got Kofi Dolph round 2.
Yeah, in a steel cage. So maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, like they're both good wrestlers, but yeah, we'll see. Mm-hmm. Joe versus Ricochet. That has potential to be match of the night.
I think this has me most excited just because it's the only one we haven't seen before.
Yeah, Joe Ricochet, Bailey Bliss. Those are both fresh matchups. Or I mean, Bailey Bliss isn't as fresh, but the Nikki Cross thing. And then the New Day versus Owens and Zayn. Even we've had this match like every week for the
last 3 weeks on 2
Yeah,
shows.
so there's that. And then nobody knows, but Tony Nese is fighting Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak. So there you go. Who was it? Oh yeah, Chad Gable's on 205 Live now, so maybe he can work his way up that chain.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, and then we do have Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery for the SmackDown Tag Titles.
Probably on the pre-show or something.
Yeah, they don't have any officially announced for the pre-show, but one of these, maybe either that or the Cruiserweight. But yeah, so overall, only really 2 or 3 matches that I'm really excited for. Some things could surprise, but for the most part, it'd probably be half good, half okay, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably going to be probably watch it later. I don't think I can watch it live. I think I might be working, but
Yeah.
Drew Gulak had a great match on NXT last week, though. If you're looking for the Goo Man, that sounds gross.
The Goo Man.
Against he was in a submissions match against Kushida. It was pretty good.
Okay, so was that Kushida's debut match in NXT?
I don't think so. I think Kushida went over on what's that guy's name? He's got the hair. He's the one who puts everybody over in NXT. I can't remember. I can't remember. Anyways, Cassius Ohno, that's his name.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
But it was a good match. If you're looking for another match to watch this week.
Cool.
And there you have it, folks. That's the Stomping Grounds pay-per-view. Mike, do you have a wrestler of the week?
It's the wrestler of the week, of the week. Wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. Wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, like we say some weeks it's about the in-ring, some weeks it's not as much about the in-ring. So this week, I'm giving it to Alexa Bliss because she's carrying. She's been my favorite storyline the last couple of weeks, her and Nicky. But yeah, I just love Alexa, and it's good to see her back in the ring, and yeah, looking forward to the match on Sunday.
Alexa Bliss, yeah, she's been carrying this, she's been putting her part in for this feud.
Good character work.
Great character work.
And she's helped, like Nicky, Nicky was called up like back in February, and for months and months she had nothing. And now like her and Lacey Evans are like 2 of the ones that actually have some character development.
Yeah, that's a good point. Fuck, dude. I never thought of that. Just
Yeah. Because think about it. It was like 6 months ago that it was Lacey, Nicky, EC3, Lars Sullivan, and Heavy Machinery. And then it was like months with nothing for all of them. But now they're all getting, like, Heavy Machinery starting to get some storylines. Lars Sullivan wasn't there this week, but last couple of weeks they've been trying to do shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Trying. But anyway. And then EC3, they just dropped that ball right away. But now he's become a comedy character. Hopefully he can find some...
Who knows?
He'll get that 24/7 title at one point, probably.
Yeah, he'll get it at some point. He'll take it from Drake. You know that when Drake Maverick was leaving and saying, it's my wedding this weekend, you know that you're going to have to go on the Twitter account to see...
Someone's going to crash away.
Yeah, someone's going to, like, R-Truth's going to, like, crash the wedding, or there's going to, I know, here's the bit. I know it already. All right. So it's going to be like, Drake's going to walk down the aisle, or no, sorry, Drake's Maverick saying they're about to be married, and then his wife's going to start walking down the aisle, but the veil's covering her face, and then they're going to lift the veil for, like, you can kiss the bride, and it's going to be R-Truth. You heard it here first.
The black
You heard it
I
here.
wonder if
Yeah, and like, but yeah, still in the same like full white wedding dress.
Yeah, he'll need like those gloves to cover
The
it.
gloves,
Unless his fiance's black.
Yeah, you're not gonna know that it's we're not gonna know it's our truth, or like we'll know it's our truth because it'll be like 6'2", but Mike,
right.
my wrestler of the week, I got to give it to Cesaro. Although Cesaro ate the first pin in that Fatal 5-Way, he lifted up Braun Strowman.
Yeah, and he lifted him. It wasn't like a.
It wasn't like a.
It was like a torture. Like he lifted him like on his shoulders, not like.
More
Braun
like a
didn't help
torture
him.
rack. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
the
a
John
quick
Cena
up and Samoa drop.
Yeah,
back.
it was all strength.
It was all strength. So I got to give him for that, even though he ate that pin.
Yeah, no, pound for pound, he's got to be one of the strongest guys in the universe.
I believe those were Corey Graves' like exact words after the match.
Yeah, pound for pound. Stop stealing my lines, Corey.
Stop stealing my lines in the past. Folks, that's all the time that we have for this week's Shoot Brothers podcast. I had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it's always fun. We'll show up next week. We'll go over Stomping Grounds. Then we got Fyter Fest, an AEW pay-per-view. Kind of look at that.
Yeah, and we have to look forward to AEW's first or second rather deal.
First free pay-per-view.
First free pay-per-view, changing the game like they do.
Yeah,
Folks, that's all the
that'll be fun.
That's all the time that we have, I do believe.
Yes.
Cool. Mike, you enjoy the rest of your birthday cuz you deserve it.
Thank you.
Because you deserve it.
Yeah, we'll have a good one yourself and enjoy those Raptors championships.
Go Raps, go baby.
All week. I'll probably watch some highlights later tonight and make me feel good again.
Make me feel good again. That's all I need in my life. Okay, folks.
All right.
Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next week.
Shoot